It is Tuesday, December 27th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It is a Tuesday puzzle today, so another early week themed crossword, hopefully another relatively gentle one. And this hopefully relatively gentle edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Victoria Rojishka, Kathleen Quinn, Cortidiophile, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Schulmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in sustaining this channel and this series. I do very much appreciate that. And if you'd like to join their ranks as a benefactor yourself and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can of course find that at patreon.com/dailysolve or in a link in the description field underneath the video, where you can also become a patron at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And thank you to everybody who has done that, who is a patron at any level. I do very much appreciate that, and it does keep this whole channel sustained and sustainable. So thank you. You can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server in a link in the description field, and please do subscribe to the YouTube channel itself as well if you've enjoyed these videos. So let's get on to the puzzle. I'll keep my crossword streak going on. It's whatever it is. It's somewhere around 1400. I failed to do the same with my Wordle streak yesterday. If you saw that video, I finally broke the, I don't know what, 100 and I think I was on 109, I think was the day of the streak. So less than a tenth, I suppose, of the streak length of the crossword, which I do not intend to break anytime soon. And so let's add one more day by solving this Tuesday crossword constructed by Lynn Lempel, who has constructed nearly 100 puzzles for the New York Times, and this one was edited, as always, by Will Shortz. So let's start solving. Small groups of conspirators, could be cabals, perhaps. And Mama Blank Elliott, Mama Cass Elliott of the Mamas and the Papas of 1960s folk. Sean, who voiced the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Raphael. I have absolutely no idea. Is there any chance it's Sean Astin? That's an actor I know in 5 letters. I wouldn't ever have guessed that he was involved with that, but let's see. Catching some Z's could be asleep. Oh, maybe it is Sean Astin. Oh, that's funny. Let's try it and see if it works. Oh, and I just noticed we've got all of these sort of shaded, in some cases asymmetrical crosses. Interesting. So that's what's going on with the theme. Well, that's part of the theme. We don't yet know what's going on. We'll have to get there and find out. Okay, command for a soldier to relax. Stand at ease? Is that what you'd say? Ice skate part could be a blade of an ice skate. And Trojan hero in a Virgil epic, Aeneas of the Aeneid. Is this how you'd spell his name? Like a low horizontal throw used by shortstops. A side ball or a side toss or something? I'm not sure. Side Yeats's Blank and the Swan. Oh, Leda and the Swan. Oh, sidearm. There we go. Okay. And then to glisten is to sparkle. So all of my guesses seem to be working out pretty well, actually. I don't need to hear all that. TMI, too much information, you might protest. And one of the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian, at least I've heard of. So there we go. I assume that's the answer. Weekend comedy hit in brief is SNL, Saturday Night Live, and organization that oversees court battles. I wonder if it's the Navy. I wonder if it's a sort of punny thing. No, why would that be true? Sorry. I think I thought court, and I thought, I don't know, I was thinking of something to do with the sea, but that doesn't mean anything. Maybe the NBA, battles on the basketball court, National Basketball Association, and then Snoopy's breed. Oh, Snoopy from the comic strip Peanuts is a beagle, is the sort of dog Snoopy is. Reddish purple is magenta, I suppose. Okay, so what's going on? We now have 2 of these crosses filled out. So we have park and date. What does that mean? Date, park, date. And here we have, oh, magenta with an A, sorry. We have beagle crossing agent. What does, or no, eagle and agent. What does that mean? I suppose I'll need the revealer to explain it to me. I'm not seeing it quite yet. Ooh, no, I do see. Sorry, we have date and park can both be preceded by the word double. So double park or double date. And the doubles are crossing, so we've created a double cross. That's very good. Does that work here as well? Yes, double agent and double eagle, right. So double eagle is a golf term, I suppose, relating to number of strokes relative to par, however many it is. And then a double agent is, of course, a sort of undercover operative. Okay, so a drifting ice mass is a flow. Oh, that's funny. We had Berg in the crossword the other day, and I was deciding at the time between flow and Berg before I had any crosses. Financially solvent could be a float, metaphorically, unlike the flow, which is literally a float. White wine named by the European river valley where it's produced. Don't know. I'll probably recognize it when I see it, but I'm not incredibly wine attuned, so it doesn't come to mind just yet. Trucker's Hall could be a load, as simple as that, maybe. And charitable offerings of old, alms for the poor, you would see. Honest guy on a 5, honest Abe, so Abraham Lincoln on the $5 bill, U.S. currency. And Italy's outline. Oh, Italy, the country, the sort of geographical boundary of the country is often said to resemble a boot. When I was young, I always thought Saudi Arabia looked more like a boot because I was thinking of sort of big, I don't know, big work boot or something, whereas Italy looks like a fashionable boot, I suppose. Okay, I still don't think I see this, so maybe I won't recognize it. What about sound upgrade from mono could be stereo? 2 channels rather than 1. To unhinge mentally is to derange. There we go. I mean, this looks like Moselle, I suppose. I don't think I know that wine. Pretends is and Pong Quest Gaming Company. Well, Atari, I guess. I don't think I'm familiar with Pong Quest. So Pong is, of course, the very famous and simple early computer game, but Pong Quest, I don't think I know. In any case, it must be Atari as well. Poet W.H. Auden is a poet. And sheepish utterance, a sheep could make the sound ba. And of course, the question mark here indicates a bit of punnery or wordplay. So we're not saying sheepish in the linguistically accurate sense of being bashful or shy, but rather we're using the sort of punny, invented term sheepish to mean like sheep. Okay, relative of an ostrich, an emu. And post-disaster help, e.g., could be aid, I suppose, post-disaster aid. Means to a goose laying golden eggs in a fairy tale. Oh, the beanstalk from Jack and the Beanstalk. And then a compañero would be an amigo, so friend in Spanish. And pretends. So yeah, why is this lets on? That was my guess earlier, but I guess you let on that you're, a such and such person. You're pretending to be such and such person. I thought I associate lets on more with sort of acknowledging something that's true, whereas this looks like putting on airs. But I suppose that's fair enough. That still works. U.S. TV regulator, the FCC, Federal Communications Commission, something like that. A passing craze could be a fad, and now I see aha, which is how I felt about seeing the theme a moment ago. Tableware for special guests. You could have a china, tea set or something. And negotiator's skill, diplomacy. Yes, that fits. Mafia chief could be a capo. That's used to refer to, I guess, sort of sub-bosses in mafia organizations. And an assault on the ears is noise. Is it as simple as that? Have as one's residence is to live at a particular place. I guess it is noise. One with a booth at a flea market, a vendor who sells things, who vends things. And classic car initials, REO, or I guess Rio, did someone point out, is how it's actually said, not as individual initials. Okay, square footage could be the area of land, for instance, or property. And to fail to keep a promise is to renege on that promise. To bring back to its original condition is to restore something. And if one goes out of business, one closes, a store goes out of business, closes. Promotional snippets from a film could be clips, I suppose. And if you bemoan a loss, you lament it, so bemoans is laments. And caterpillar or tadpole, those are larval stages of butterflies and frogs, I suppose. So an individual one would be a larva. So let's look at the crosses. We have one of the Gershwin brothers, Ira Gershwin, and brother of George Gershwin, the famous composer. Ira was the lyricist. And then plastic used in piping for short, PVC. I don't remember what that stands for, but that's the plastic material. And then to state out loud is to say something. Simple as that. Oh, and here's our revealer, right. So betray, or a hint to what's found in the puzzle's shaded squares. Right, okay, so this is our double cross. And yes, that does fit. So we didn't look at this one yet, and there's one more we've not filled. So double chin or double dip. There we go, 2 more crossing doubles. And then over here, Melville's Billy Budd. It's a Herman Melville novel. And then we have double bill and double talk crossing one another. Great. So thickness as of yarn is ply, also used to describe sort of paper tissue and things like that. How many layers? And then spits rhymes, so to speak, could be raps. And name that's hidden in Easy Does It. What name is hidden in there? Sid. Don't even need the it, just Easy Does fits Sid inside of it. And so what's going on here is we're spelling out the name Sid inside of the phrase Easy Does It. That's what's going on there. Okay. Most serious is something Oh, no, something est, because it's the most of something, sorry. But I don't see what it is. Let's keep going. Helpful pollinator, a bee is a pollinator. Helpfully, I suppose, for the environment. And blank room, a play space could be a rec room, a recreational room. So, gravest, a serious concern, a grave concern. There we go. In the manner of could be à la from the French, which I guess literally means to the, essentially. Okay. Texters, chortle. Lol, laughing out loud, or I think people have said that they interpret this differently. I think it's come up in the New York Times crossword as laugh out loud, which I find odd. I would at least want it to be laughing out loud, but in any case. 42 weeks pregnant could be overdue. And because a full term would be roughly 36 weeks, I guess. And then pen for horses on a ranch. A corral. There we go. That would be what that is. And then a blockhead is an oaf, I would think, with that O. To be crazy about someone or something is to adore them. And if we've joined things together by heating, we've fused them together, as with metals or something like that. Stock market purchases could be shares of a corporation. And former Exxon name is SO, which was created from the initials SO for Standard Oil. Ohio City on Lake Erie must be Toledo, Ohio, that sounds right. And a sound that rebounds is an echo. A non-human internet account holder, a bot, I suppose. And then, here we go. Here's the official cookie of the New York Times crossword. The cookie once promoted with the line, "Take a lick, you'll love it." I didn't know that was once the slogan of Oreos. It's a bit odd, but there we go. It is Oreo indeed. And hauls into court is sues. You sue someone, take them to court. And then to take a breather is to rest, which we can do now that we've solved the puzzle. And there we go. That was the Tuesday crossword. If anything, I think I found that to be even gentler than yesterday's Monday puzzle, but of course that sort of thing is entirely relative, so let me know how you fared with it. And a really nice double cross theme. That was great because we started filling it out, really had no idea what was going on, and then suddenly it hit me, and I was very pleased. I liked that a lot. Double park and double date, double chin and double dip, double eagle and double agent, and finally double talk and double bill. 4 examples of double crosses going on in the crossword grid today, constructed by a very experienced constructor, and a very clean and well constructed theme fitting to her level of experience. And there we go. That's that for today's crossword. I hope you enjoyed it. I should be back again for tomorrow, and then the day after that, I'll probably do another substitute video from the series that began the other day on the channel. So I hope you enjoy that. But I should be back with the standard puzzle tomorrow, so do enjoy. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Tuesday. Take care.